What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Arabesque. As always, big thank you to Chafic. And in that regard, this is another one from 1982. It's called Tall Storyteller. More on that title phrase in a moment. But Shafik's note is that this was a single only in the Netherlands, Germany, and the Scandinavian countries. And yes, a tall tale typically means something that is exaggerated, embellished, taken to a larger-than-life level, and is thus not true in the strictest sense. Now, it might come from some event or person who was real, or that was real, but which, again, has been imbued with characteristics and levels, exaggerations, which were not actually true in practice. So if you tell tall tales, you're a bit of, again, a liar on some level, and while some of what you're saying might trace back to things and people which actually happened, you're not being entirely truthful, and you are spinning stories that are more interesting or more entertaining than the actual substance behind them. So, I don't know, maybe I'm inclined to see this as not so much like, let me tell you about this crazy guy who, 50 years ago did this thing. I'm inclined to see it as someone who lies about their personal life, someone who exaggerates, someone who makes their experiences or personal stories much more interesting than they actually were. So if that is in the context, as a lot of Arabesque songs are, of relationships or romance, then maybe, again, they exaggerate their experiences or their qualities because they want people to find them interesting or to be, sort of hypnotized by their words. So let's see what it is in practice. This is Arabesque. The song is Tall Storyteller, and it's from 1982.
Millionaire.
It's fun. It like number one, as a lot of their tunes, it has sort of this dance pop feel, but because of that, I don't know, maybe organ, maybe even accordion keyboard run, it actually maybe polka is too strong of a word, but it had a bit of that feel, like dance pop with a bit of polka flavor. And yeah, I think it is what I was considering in advance. It's this guy who exaggerates, and it actually made me think of The Great Gatsby, because it's not just like, oh, I've had all these experiences with women and so on. He's saying, like, oh, yeah, I'm a Rockefeller and I'm a millionaire and so on. Which, again, if you know the story of The Great Gatsby, he like builds up this reputation, but it's all built on these tall tales that he told about himself. And so he has this mystique, but there's not a lot of substance behind it. Nevertheless, I am intrigued because at first she's saying like, "Oh, it's kind of boring because he does the same thing every day." So it's almost like, the exaggeration, the tall storytelling, it's not quite working on the narrator. But then she makes it clear that she does love him and she's convinced that he loves her too, and that, despite her maybe seeing through his lies and maybe even knowing that some of the things he says to her are lies, she loves him and they're going to get married. I was thrown off. There's a moment where she said, like, I can't be with you anymore. And I was like, oh, wait, so is it still kind of like she's hot on him, but then she's cold on him and so on? But the rest of it is all he and him. So I think there might even be like an implication of a third person. Like, look, you're great and so on, and I know sometimes he's a bit boastful and he says things that aren't true, but I love him and I know that he loves me, so I can't be with you anymore. So I thought, oh, maybe there is actually like a bit of a love triangle, but she's making clear to the person she's talking that despite this guy always spinning a tall tale, she's going his direction and apparently they're going to get married. So again, a fun tune to try to track lyrically, and a lot of their tunes, they just have this danceable kind of fun feel to them, and this follows very much in that vein. And again, I was trying to figure out whether that was an accordion because it had a bit of that vibe. So either way, another fun one. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.